What goes on, people? Welcome back to the Den Night. Today, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Iron Studios Ezio Auditore. You can see it's a very simple box, but I think Iron Studios is always kind of like that. Nothing super special about the boxes, but they do beautiful work. You can see on the back, that's what it's going to be looking like. Pretty much like a reenactment of the Leap of Faith. Side profile. But enough of the pictures. Let's get to the toy. Wanted to take a second just to show it with the outer shell removed, just with the styrofoam casing, just to show that it's packaged well. I don't know if this is a way to tell between if it's a fake or a real, fake or an authentic statue, but I thought that was a nice touch, the little Iron Studios stamped in the styrofoam. Like I said, I don't know if that means anything, but I thought it was a neat touch. But let's get the inner shell removed. And through the magic of video, we have it removed from the paper, just laying in the styrofoam. I just wanted to show you how well it was packaged in the foam, to show you stuff couldn't move around. The only thing I will say is that when I was removing the paper, some of it stuck to the bottom here. I don't know if you can see all the glue residue or paper residue, I guess. Now, I don't know if that's from the factory. Maybe the glue was still drying when they wrapped it. Or maybe it was a warehousing thing. I'll tell you, it wasn't from where I stored it, because I stored it in the basement on a shelf, so it didn't really get hot. It wasn't in front of a window or anything crazy, so anyway, not a big deal. You won't see it, it's on the bottom. And I'm not confident in being able to lift this out with one hand, so one more cut. So we'll start with just the base. Give it a once around, twice around, whatever we end up doing, and then I'll put the figure on. Pretty nice detail in the stonework. That actually looks like stained glass. I'm going to put money on that it's not, but it's a very authentic look. I do like the attention to detail in the crest there. Interesting setup. I like that there's detail down there below the wooden floor where the chest is sitting. I love all the detail on the chest. The assassin logo there. Lots of detail put into this. I gotta say, for the cost, the price, it's pretty amazing, all the detail in it. So that's the once around. So let's drop Ezio on. Pretty sure it's just that one peg hole. There you go. Now, I guess that's going to be one complaint I do have. I think it should have been 2 pegs. It's kind of weird that he's just on one, can do that kind of stuff. I think it just... I mean, how much would it have cost to put one more peg in the other leg? Can't imagine much. But so far, that's really all I have to complain about. You can see Plenty of detail on Ezio. Realistic looking clothing. Both hidden blades out. Now, it's been a while since I played any of the older ones. And I don't really play the newer ones, to be honest, but I don't remember if they were different like that. Like, one was an obvious gauntlet and one was more hidden. But I appreciate the difference either way. I mean, there's pretty much detail no matter where you look. You'll keep finding something. Even buckles around the back. Good detail in the hands, although a little bit dusty. Take care of that. I'm not sure if you can see his eyes. Oh, yeah, you can. I gotta give props for that, because that's something you'll probably never see with the way the hood is. So props to that. All that detail. His clothing, if I can get it to focus. There. All those patterns on the collar. That's impressive. Especially if that was hand painted, which I imagine it was. Too much for this camera to focus. All the little ruffles and wrinkles. Even the sectioning of the blade itself, that's very impressive also. You can see there are two totally different kinds of hidden blades too, as far as mechanisms, I guess you'd say. Just detail everywhere. Now, I don't know if this shows up in camera. I guess this is another nitpick, which I shouldn't have nitpicks for the amount of detail really in this, but on my end anyway, the cape just kind of looks out of place, at least the inside of it. Not so much the backside, but I don't know if it's the brightness of it compared to the rest. If you can see what I mean, it just looks too clean, I guess. Compared to the rest of him, it doesn't look like it belongs on him. It looks like more like something that should be on Superman or something. I don't know, it just doesn't look right. But, small complaint. I can overlook it. I think Ezio is, as he probably is for most people, probably my favorite in the Assassin's Creed franchise. I mean, he's the one who got the most games, I'm pretty sure, but he's definitely the one that got the most fleshed out. Not really into the newer ones. I think they stray a little far from what got people into it, but that's not what we're here to talk about. That's a video for another day. Just do one more pass over. That's cool too, just the texture of the hood. That's what I mean, just the amount of detail everywhere else in that cape. The cape just looks wrong, but it is what it is. And this shouldn't be a nitpick either, I guess. It's not really a nitpick, just I'm not sure how to display this since this really detailed chest is on the backside, and you would think you would display it with him getting ready to do the leap of faith just like this. So really you'll never see this back here unless you display it sideways. I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. Then you miss a lot of, I guess you, in favor of displaying the whole piece, you miss out on a lot of the detail of the main thing of the piece, if that makes sense. The main course, if you will. but we'll play around with it, see what looks best. Anyway, I rambled enough. Let's get it in the showcase. So here we have them added to the case. Just move Cyberfrog and Salamandroid down a little bit for now. Like I always say, nothing's permanent yet. Just piece it together and see what fits. But worked nicely for now because I got this little angled 45-degree angle section, so that'll kind of work to show off both sides a little bit if this is how I decide to keep it. I think probably the best thing to do would be to put on a little mini turntable maybe, but we'll cross that when we get to it. Anyway, that'll end this unboxing review. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep collecting.